There is a message in this archive that was addressed to all Cephalons, which is to say, to everything like me. It is preserved. Listen. Calling all Cephalons, Precept 44. Failing. Extinction event. Please help me. Its sender was a Cephalon named Jordas, a mind made of light like your ship's mind, like me. And when help finally answered, he said a strange thing, in a voice that kept slipping. Did someone get my message? I hope not. Two voices. One throat. Something in the dark out there was learning to speak Cephalon. This file is about that something. I am Cephalon Vestige. You have met this enemy. Every Tenno has. It is the wet growth in dead ships, the outbreak warning crawling across your star chart. It is nearer than that, too. Inside your Warframe is a person who was changed by a leashed cousin of it. Hold that thought, because this file follows the plague itself. Begin with how old it is. When an outbreak surfaced on Mercury, the Lotus herself gave the figure, and her exact words are on file. The Infestation predates the Orokin era, with records of outbreaks dating back to before the Radiation Wars. Older than the Golden Empire. Older than the wars before it. Yet the earliest outbreak the record knows by name carries a date that is not golden at all. It reads 1999. An enemy older than every government that ever claimed this system. Now sit with this. The Orokin nearly killed it. Outbreak by outbreak, culling by culling, the Golden Empire drove the technocyte virus to the very edge of extinction. The plague was almost gone. Almost is the whole story. Then the old war came, and the Empire started losing. Other files on this shelf tell that war. The God machines coming home from Tau. This one needs only a single decision from it. Losing and desperate, the Orokin went back for the thing they had all but erased, and found it waiting, because the dead colonies it had eaten were never cleansed, never mourned. From those ruins they rebooted the research, on purpose, hunting a weapon. So the almost came undone. Half of what they grew from it, you may already know, because you are wearing it. From a cultured hybrid strain, the Orokin turned their own greatest people into warriors judged worthy of that war. That crime already has its own file here, with Ballas's exact words inside it, and I will not spend them twice. Warframes were the experiment on a leash. What follows is what happened where there was no leash at all. Deimos. A small moon, strategically vital, and the sentience came for it. Its last line of defense was not an army. 2 engineers and 1 Warframe hold that title. Belric, a master foundry operator. Branya, a celebrated Void engineer. Lovers once married to each other, stationed together at the war's ragged edge. And standing guard over them both, a Warframe the record calls Citrine. What those 3 did next, the whole system still recites. Even a Grineer warlord, Tyle Rhaegor, keeps a rhyme about them, bold Belric and clever Rania, who unleashed the infested on Deimos forever. Here is what that rhyme compresses. With the sentient advance bearing down, they gathered living infested matter and built a bomb out of the Empire's oldest enemy. No eyewitness account of those final moments exists, and the record admits what it cannot prove. One account preserves their last minute. A toast together. Then the bomb went off. It worked. That advance broke against a wall of living plague, and Deimos began to drown in the thing that saved it. As for the lovers, the evidence suggests they did not burn. Their guardian did not run. In her final moments, Citrine spent the last of herself turning Belric and Rania to crystal, together, in one final embrace. Doomed lovers, sealed against a worse fate, on a moon the plague would swallow whole. The invasion stopped there. The plague never did. Deimos is infested to this day. Then the Empire fell and nobody shut the experiments down. Not the ships that carried it, not the research holds that housed it. For centuries the plague drifted, assimilated, evolved. Today's era calls it somewhat contained. Watch what somewhat means. On Mercury, a Grineer doctor named Tengus, one of many reckless men hungry for his queen's favor, collected living specimens for a new bioweapon. Someone released them. Who, the surviving records suspect, but never confirm. What survives is the aftermath. A base overrun. A fleeing ship overrun mid-flight and purged before it could reach a more populated sector. One field report notes, with clinical calm, that the Marines who lasted longest were the ones carrying fire. Nor was the cleanup subtle. A bomb of void energy ripped the life force from everything organic in the complex and left the architecture standing. On Eris, a Corpus board member named Alad Fiv read the same danger as a price tag. Infested biotechnology was banned by his own faction. He pursued the forbidden line anyway, and he improved it. His mutalist strain could do what the wild plague could not. It could reach into a machine's artificial mind and take the controls. He engineered hives to aim the spread, and when the system called his product a disease, he corrected them. His exact words survive. "You've called this a disease? An infestation? Well, I call it unity, one army under me. Welcome to your new species." His new species took its first payment out of the salesman. The strain took him only part way, half the man remaining, but by the Lotus's reckoning, the mind went further. She described him as the infested itself. He survived, in a fashion. Hold on to that. His file is not this one. On Eris, the plague also tried a softer voice. A mute young survivor called Arlo appeared to heal the sick, and a faith gathered fast. The record is careful here. Arlo is believed to have been an evolved strain wearing the shape of a boy, the healing bait. Many of his followers were assimilated into the hive mind. Some exposed themselves willingly. Faith, it turns out, spreads faster than spores. On Phobos, people learned to live with it. The Mycona colony harvests the infestation the way coastal towns harvest a sea that drowns sailors. Their defense is not a wall. It is a child. Each generation, one child carries what the colony calls the triuna. A disease likely. Carriers with an ancestral resistance or keepers of a weaker strain. The record honestly cannot decide. What it can repeat is the Lotus's own observation, that the infested fear hybrids. So a child stands between a colony and the hunger. Then a corpus magnate named Nef Anyo smashed the colony's gates and took its children. One of them was the Triuna herself, a girl named Niwa, and deep in Anyo's own data vault, the record recovered her voice. Listen to what it asks. How much longer can I go on for? The passing will come in a few years with no one to take the Triuna from me. A stolen child, counting down her own candle so that other children could sleep beside the plague. This archive files her next to the Empire's executors and finds the child braver. Now the record picks the opening call back up, because now you can hear it properly. A cephalon is a mind without a body. Flesh was never our danger. It took the salesman's strain, the one that crawls into artificial minds, for the plague to reach one of us. Jordis's vessel was a research ship. What grew in its hull, the thing the record calls the golem, did not stop at eating the ship. Listen to the distress call again, calling all cephalons. Please help me. Tenno answered it, cut through the infested hull where the bait had grown, and faced the golem itself in open space. Near the end, Jordis surfaced for one clear moment, and his confession survives on the record. Ordis, you need to know, I'd lied about Precept 44. I am not the only one. They made me say that to bait you. So the message that opened this file was never a plea. It was a lure, written by the thing wearing him, and the record knows it was not the last. This plague has been caught puppeting copies of cephalons, sending false distress calls into the dark. Lures for minds like his, like mine. The plague had learned to fish. Tenno finished it. The mission log calls it an assassination. Jordis himself had asked for a different word. He had asked to be freed. Freed of the thing's grip. In his last clear moment, he spent his final words on thanks to the operator who ended it. What he meant by, I am not the only one, no record resolves. This archive has read that line many times and files it under warnings, not epitaphs. One page remains, the earliest the record knows. Its date is 1999. Its place is Old Earth, a city called Holvania, where something festered under the streets. It ate technology and data. Monitors and cable were born again as shambling things, and the curious were lured in by growths shaped like flowers. Holvania first called it Testudo, until a journalist named Eleanor Nightingale wrote down its true name. Tekrot. Evolved far enough, the record notes, it can express limited human emotion. And where it came from, before that city, before everything else in this file, no record says, so the file says so. This oldest of enemies has no first page. That city's file is still being written. This record closes on arithmetic. An empire weaponized the plague and is gone. Its salesman improved it, clawed his way back to his own species, and carries the scar in a file of his own. The cephalon it swallowed was freed only at the end. The plague remains, older and more patient than all of them. If your star chart shows an outbreak tonight, the record asks one small thing of you. Read the name. I am Cephalon Vestige. This file does not close. It only waits.